Hello all you beautiful people, how you doing today? This is Lava Temptress and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. Hi, how are you? So today we're going to be talking about using lava power. We're going to go into creating the lava and using it on all the different methods. I'm also going to show you some things that did not work or slightly work but have bugs. So, I'll let you choose, but I'll show you the most effective way that I use to create lava power. So first of all, we're going to get into the recipes. So we're going to need an automated user. So in order to make that, you're going to use a dispenser with 2 gold ingots, a magma block, and 3 obsidian. Now you'll need one of these for whatever cauldron unless you won't use one of the other methods. But for the method I prefer, you're going to want one of these for each cauldron to produce lava. Alright, the second thing we're going to need is a simple geothermal generator. Now for that we need stone on the outside. It does say that it is chiseled stone, but any stone will work. Then you need a regular cauldron, not the stone or anything else. You need the regular cauldron. 2 magma blocks, a block of redstone, and a furnace in the middle. Next, we're going to need these modifier components. And we're going to use these for 2 different things. So, each recipe makes 4, which makes it nice. So you'll probably want to make at least 2 of these to start off with. So you're going to need black concrete powder on the outsides, iron block on the inside, and 4 redstone. And that'll give you 4. Now we're going to use those along with the generator we made, and we're going to upgrade that to the upgradable geothermal generator. This one is awesome. Now also with this modifier, if you put 4 gold ingots on the outside, 4 redstone, it'll make you a speed modifier. And we have a couple, so I can show you the difference between how they work normally and how they work with the speed modifiers. Now, something you should know about the speed modifiers, it does consume more power in order to use it. But, so it's kind of a give and take, and you'll have to see what you think about it. Now, another way of producing lava is the lava fabricator. Now, for this one, you'll need 2 plastic, an obsidian, a machine casing, 2 magma cream, 2 blaze rods, and a block of redstone. So let's start with the lava fabricator first. Although it's going to take you a while to get to this one because plastic. But to do this one, basically what you're going to do, I have it cooked up to creative, but whenever you have a source of power going, you can transfer the power and turn it straight into, oops, I didn't want to. You can turn the power straight into lava, and it's going out into the tank, so you'll see it going here, and it'll fill up the tank here. See? So this one just uses a transfer of power into lava. So if that's the way you want to go, you obviously have to have a little bit of power to start it, but that is how simply the lava fabricator works. And of course you can have it on redstone power, so if you have a simple lever here, you can turn it off when you don't want to use it. Now, we're going to use the cobblestone generator, and we're going to hook an item extraction cable and have it on an item transfer node. I do have a full video on how to use all these transfer nodes, so I will give it a link below so you can check that out too. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to wirelessly transfer this into our lava power down here. And I'm going to show you this is the method I use, and this is the method that works really well, and I like it a lot. Alright, so we have the regular cobblestone cauldrons. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just the cobblestone. Under this one I have lava. Under this one I have blazing pyrotheum. And under this one, I just have a netherrack that's lit on fire. Okay? So, I want to point out that the pyrotheum actually doesn't work anymore. Well, first of all, let me tell you, the automated user, you're going to stand on top of the cauldron and put the automated user down. So it's going to be facing the cauldron, and it's going to be putting the stuff in. I don't have these powered. I have them right here, so we're going to power them in just a second. And then in order to get there's different ways to take your fluid out. So this way, and this is the way I like to use. So you can use the fluid extraction cables, but you have to use it on each cauldron and then with a regular fluid cable, and it'll take all the lava and put it here. Now I have it connected to the very top of that tank, and the reason why is because if you do it at the bottom, it'll only fill up the bottom. You want it to go straight to the top, so that way it will trickle down. It does not fill up higher than where you connect it, only lower. And again, that's in the other video if you're a little bit confused by that. All right, so let's power these up. Whoops. Gotta go up to where the power is. That would be pretty smart. All right, and for demonstration purposes, I have the creative battery set up. But we're gonna be creating our own power, so. And boy, is that loud. Listen to that. All right, so hold on, let me turn that off, because that is loud. Okay, so the cobble is going into here, our automated user. So you want to connect it to these, and it is putting them into here. The reason why is because the automated users work on a right-click function. Well, in order to do cobblestone, it is right-clicking into the cauldrons to make lava. So it's automatically doing it for us. And as you can see, as fast as we're getting the cobble in there, it's doing it. Now, the other thing you could do is set up one of the generators and have it pipe directly into each one of these. So you could also do that. All right, but I wanted to point out that the cobble's sitting here because even though it previously worked in Sky Factory 2 or 3, you cannot use blazing pyrotheum to speed this up. But I do not see a difference between using the netherrack lit on fire and the lava underneath. They both seem to create the lava at the same rate, and they're both really, really fast. So again, as fast as it's getting it in, it's turning it into lava and putting it over in our tank here. So then we want to have an extraction cable. And the reason why I do it with the tank in the middle, because you could do it directly, but the reason why you want the tank in the middle, what if you need lava for something else? Okay, so you could take this lava and use it elsewhere, but this also prevents, if you're producing more lava than you're using, then you have a backup in case, you know, all of a sudden you have a surge of power, you're using more, whatever. So that way you have a little bit of backup supply. So that's why I like to do it this way with having the fluid storage tanks and pulling it out there. Now you will have to have one item fluid extraction cable that will pull it out into our lava generators. Now whether you're using the smaller one or the upgraded, that doesn't matter. But as you can see, we're using the fluid cables into each of these, and it is creating power for us. Now I've had this running for a while because, well, this is my second attempt at recording this and the first one screwed up. So alright, so then on top of these, in order to get our power out, we're going to put these energy extraction cables. And it has to be on top of each one because we're wanting to pull the energy out of each of these. So we're pulling it out and putting it in the energy transfer node. Now, as you can see, ours is already full because we don't have energy going anywhere. So that's okay because it's building up a backup supply inside our generators themselves. Now, you also need these fluid cables going into each generator. So that's why if you look at these, there's nothing going on. It does not have any lava, so whether they're connected to each other doesn't matter. You have to have a fluid pipe going to each and every one. Now, for something like this, it doesn't matter. You can go underneath and do it, have the lava coming up through the bottom, or you can dig out here and have it coming through the side. That part doesn't matter as long as you have one fluid pipe connected to each one of these. Now, this first one is connected, so of course this one's going to be getting lava and power. But this one, even though it's connected to this, it doesn't have a fluid pipe, so it's not working. So, and look how much lava we're already getting. Look at that. Just with 2 of these cauldrons. Now, you can do as many as you want. You can have it completely OP as you want. But this is what you do. Now, like I said, you could have a cobblestone generator sitting here, feeding into here with an item extraction cable on it, and it'll feed directly into the automated user, and that'd speed it up a little bit. So rather than having, you know, so many of the cobblestone cauldrons, you could just have it where the generator is feeding directly into it. But honestly, look at this. I think this is doing good. And yes, this is not powering anything at the moment, but it produces quite a bit of power. All right, now I also want to show you a couple things that used to work or kind of sort of work and don't really work so much anymore. So these are the cobblestone generators. This is a fully leveled up one. No, this is a fully leveled up one. This is a tier 5, the emerald. So the generators will automatically pull down into a hopper, right? If you have one in your inventory, they'll even tell you that. Generator. See, makes one cobblestone block every tick, can output into an inventory above, can output into a hopper below. So if you have something above it, it'll put like a storage block. If you have one of these above it, it'll automatically put it in there. But if you have a hopper, it'll automatically put it in there too. Now, the thing is, it's just sitting there. It won't go into a cauldron by itself. So I tried different methods, and some of these work, but they're very buggy. So you have your hopper, your generator with the hopper, so it's putting it all down in the hopper. And as you can see, it is putting it into this dropper here. The problem is that it is not dropping it into here. So I have the redstone clock on here, and if I turn it on, so if I put it so it's constantly generating, see, the problem is, well, let me break this. You can see it's going in there, but it's not producing lava. Well, now it is. So it is now, but here's the thing. With either the dropper, and when you do it, when you put the dropper down, see, look at how much it's just sitting there. So it's not really going anywhere. And yes, you can put the redstone clock so it's not dropping as much. And there's a little bit of a delay on it. But the problem is when you reset, you log out of your world and you come back, this sometimes messes up. Same with this one. This is the way I did it with the dispenser. But it doesn't matter if you have the dispenser or the hopper, they both mess up. So it'll work for a little bit. So to get started, this would work. And then if I turn this on, again with the redstone clock, so you'd have to make one of those. Whoops. And if I turn it on, it's dropping the cobble and producing lava. But now, if it's putting extra, it's going to cause lag. Because you're putting more cobble out there than what it's actually using. So these are options, but just know I had several problems. They work sometimes, they don't work sometimes. And so to start off with, this would be a good option, and you don't even have to have the generator leveled up all the way. You know, just to start with, this is a good way to start producing lava. But it is very buggy. And so you would want to go to the other method. And like I said, even if you go to lava fabricator where you're using power, or where you go to this method where it's real simple here. Let's see. I know we have a generator. And I will demonstrate. Now if we take an item extraction cable, why did it do that? Oh, no, that's fluid. There we go, item extraction. I use them so much, I know them by color now. Okay, so if we put one of these down, and we put an item extraction, it's gonna automatically put this in here. But now, okay, I wanted it to fill up a little bit, but now, let's see. Is it doing it? Yep, it's constantly putting it over there. Okay, let me turn it so we can hear. Whoops, not that. Options. Okay, as this fills up, it's not even going to show us how fast it's going. But it seems to screw up. So you could do it this way too. There we go. You can see it once in a while. There you go. So this does produce a lot of cobble, so it depends on how you want to do it. Obviously it's producing more than this one, because this one you don't see it fill up all the way. So this is a way to do it too. And so then you wouldn't need the wireless items for here from up there. But that means you would have to connect these to each one of these. Even if you took cables and put it over here. Actually I haven't tried that. Let's see. If we take item cables and directly connect it. I have these here because if you know about blazing pyrotheum, it is a killer. Alright, so now... Okay, it's starting to fill up this one. So yes, you could just have one and you could also directly connect it to this way. So that just depends on what your preference is. If you want the cables sitting here, or if you want it to look all pretty because you're using the wireless transfer nodes. So that's up to you. You can use it either way. This is a little bit faster, but I mean, look at that. Our lava tank is completely full. So now, after this fills up, oh, well, it's still going. As I say, you're going to start to see it sit there a little bit more. But it's because these are still producing power and filling it up. Alright, well, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully it was helpful to also show you some stuff that does not work. If you found it helpful, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you want to see a tutorial on something I haven't covered yet, then let me know that too. Alright, until next time, this is Lava Temptress. Don't get burned.